Um, Hello, I'm with Hanz for Feuerschwanz. First of all, thank you for the interview. Can
Thank
you?
you.
Oh,
Nice to meet you, by the
nice
way.
to meet you too.
Thanks for the invitation. I think that's
Uh,
my first interview. You're from Belgium, right?
yeah,
France?
yeah. I'm from Belgium, but the radio show from Belgium, but I live in France.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
I live in the French frontier between Belgium,
Hmm.
so
Very nice.
like 5 minutes of car to be in
Okay,
Belgium.
cool. Nice.
So can you introduce yourself with few words?
Well, I'm Hans. I'm the guitar player of Feuerschwanz, and I bring the electric guitar and the distortion and the metal to Feuerschwanz, to the medieval sound.
After 11 studio albums, what is the common thing between every albums that make Feuerschwanz Feuerschwanz?
Well, there's a bagpipe, there's a flute, there's violin, and there are German lyrics usually. Not for the upcoming album, but usually we have German lyrics. But over time, our sound did change quite a lot because we started out as a typical band which is playing just acoustically on Renaissance fairs and stuff like that. But that was even before I joined the band. There's only one original band member in the band. So the sound did change quite a lot over the years. And these days we are doing much more metal compared to the days when we were started out.
Mm. For the upcoming album, how did the writing process go?
Well, it was different than usually because basically we did a cover album covering our own songs because usually we do German lyrics, but in this case we just released an original album last summer, so we weren't be able to write so many new good tunes in such a period of time. But we also wanted to present something for our anniversary because this year is our 20th anniversary as a band. So we wanted to celebrate it with a nice gift to the fans and also to the international fans. So we decided to cover our own songs and make an English album. And that was
Mm.
quite exciting, actually, quite an exciting journey because obviously you just can't use Google Translator and translate the lyrics one word by word to English from German because there's a lot of word wit and word play in the original German songs. So what our singers did try to do, they tried to capture the feeling of the original song and
Mm.
rewrite it basically with the same feeling in mind in English. So originally we have, for example, a song which is called Knochenkarussell, which the direct translation would be Bone Carousel, but we made it to Circle Pit of Hell, which is different words, but has a similar feeling to it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And for the upcoming tour, you will share German singing song with English singing song?
Yes, also on the German shows, we usually play the German versions.
Mm.
But in autumn, we also play some international shows on our tour and also some festivals, international, also in Belgium, pretty soon actually, the Durbury Festival. And there we will be there we will play also some English tunes.
Okay.
But our main focus still will stay on the German lyrics
Okay.
because that's the core idea of the band. That's what the band is about. That's
Mm.
the DNA of the band. It's part of the DNA. But it was quite exciting to hear our songs in English because it's completely different sound and everything. So yeah.
Um, sorry. You are very keen on covers like Ed Sheeran, ABBA, and such. Are those your inspirations?
Well, Ed Sheeran and ABBA are certainly not, well, inspirations in a metal sense,
Mm.
but music general is an inspiration, no matter if it's metal or not, or if it's classical music, or if it's folk music or whatever. Whatever you hear will be an inspiration for you if you're an open-minded musician. But the further away the original song is from metal, the more fun it is to do a cover about it, you know. Because ABBA is a pop song, so making a metal cover is a lot of fun. Or the same with Ed Sheeran. It's a ballad with just one acoustic guitar, and turning it into a full band metal song was quite fun, actually.
Mm. You're considered like a rock medieval band. Were you ever approached to compose a film score?
No, not yet, but of course we would love to do it.
Which type of film you will like to compose the score?
Game of Thrones or Lord of the Rings,
Mm.
maybe.
Like a fantasy movie?
Yes, definitely fantasy, something medieval.
Mm.
But these two are we are big fans of Lord of the Rings.
Mm.
We even have some songs about Rohirrim and the Uruk-hai. So we already have some Lord of the Rings in our songs. And it would be a tremendous honor to do something like that. But I'm not counting on it that someone will ask us. So, but we would do it for sure.
Maybe one time, huh?
Yeah, maybe. You never know. Never say no. You're right.
Yeah. What is your opinion on the folk metal scene, the current folk metal scene?
My opinion on the current folk metal scene,
Yeah.
it's hard to say. I think in Germany we have a special kind of folk metal scene. I think I don't know, but I think so, because we have bands like In Extremo, Saltatio Mortis, Saputo, and we all have that medieval touch to it,
Yeah.
which I think is a bit unique about the German folk metal scene. And personally, I think the more crossover is happening between different styles of music, the better it will be. I'm all for crossover of, I don't know, R&B, hip hop with bagpipes and double bass and heavy guitars for whatever, you know, just do what you want and do what you like, and something good will come out of it.
Or are the composition roles shared inside the group? Who does what?
Well, the most stuff is done by our singer, Rudi, like
Mm.
the tall singer. He's writing a lot of the music. I'm adding a lot of electric guitars, but he's basically the center of songwriting. Yeah.
As we can tell, has been many changes of lineup. Can you tell us more about that?
About the changes in our lineup, well,
Yeah.
people come and go, and sometimes life circumstances don't allow to continue in a band. Sometimes it's sad, sometimes it doesn't just fit within the band. So, you know, it's a long time, and what people usually don't see is the amount of work and dedication which is needed to be in a band. Usually you see the band on the height of the success, or when the band is successful, but there's so much work to be done to get there, which nobody is seeing. You know, you just see, oh, they're playing on Wacken. But the way to Wacken, to the festival, is long, and not everybody is made for it to do something like that. Or life circumstances, as I said, or
Mm.
financially circumstances are not permitting it, because in the beginning, when you start out, you don't earn anything from playing in a band. So you have to do something else. And depending on the kind of job you have to do decisions, you know.
Yeah.
So not everybody can do the way which is needed, or is allowed to follow the journey which is needed to get there, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, of course. I'm very fond of your artworks. Can you tell me more about them?
Yeah, since we went to Napalm Records, we're using mainly two artists, Salai and Dusan are the names, if I get it right. And we just like the fantasy stuff and dragons, because the band name is something dragon related. So we love to have dragons as a theme. And if you're going to see a live show, you will see a big dragon on our backdrop and everything. So dragons are a lot of fun.
So can you speak more about the name of the band, Feuerschwanz?
Feuerschwanz is basically, well, the non-adult version is Firetail, and it's basically the tail of a dragon, which
Oh,
spits fire.
okay.
And there's another translation, which I won't go into right now.
Are you guys working on something new about the tour?
About the tour,
Yeah,
what do you mean about something new? We definitely play new songs. We have
like
incorporated, yeah,
special stuff made for the tour.
we always do. I mean, seeing Feuerschwanz live is the best thing you can do in your life. Well, the tour is, or playing live is basically the thing which is Feuerschwanz about. It's a big show, and for the current tour, for the Fegefeuer tour, we have like a lot of fire and fire drums where people are playing drums on big fire, and it's very epic. And yeah, and we're playing new songs. We even incorporated one song already from the Warriors album, which is not out already, like Valhalla Calling.
Mm.
And yeah, our show is always, we always have a big dedication to make our show better, because that's why you go to a show. You want to see something. If you just
Yeah,
want to hear the music, you can stay at home and listen to YouTube or listen to a live performance on YouTube. But the energy, the live energy of a band playing live is a big show. And that's the meaning of the word show. You know, in English, you have the, sorry that I talked so long, so
no
lengthy.
problem. It's
But
good.
in English, you have the difference between show and concert, which you don't have in German, in the German language. In German, everything is a concert. If you
Okay.
go to a Beethoven or Bach, it's concert. If you go to Metallica, it's a concert as well. But in the English language, you have the difference between show and concert. You go
Mm.
to a classical concert, but you go to a rock show. And so you basically you have it in the name already. So that's why sometimes bands from overseas do the bigger show, like Kiss, for example, prime example,
Mm.
or Alice Cooper and stuff like that. And sometimes German bands tend to forget it because they think, it's uncool. I'm a musician. I don't want to dress up or anything. But people want to have a show when they go out and want to see a band. I think it's very important to give something
Yeah.
to have to see. Yeah.
Are you going to make any gigs in France?
Yes, we will play in Paris. And I don't have the date right now, but I can look it up. It's our first show ever in France, and we are looking so much forward to it. It's so crazy because just like 2 years ago, we made the step out of the German-speaking countries to like Czech Republic or Spain. We've been to Italy a little bit, and now it's the first time to France. And everywhere the people were crazy. We were so surprised that people actually liked our songs, because people are usually used to English songs, especially in metal. So yeah, it's a big honor actually to visit all these countries while singing German, basically, you know.
Mm. And are you going to make a summer festival tour for the next year, especially in Europe?
Yes, we have a lot of shows this summer. We're playing in Germany, we're playing the Wacken Festival or Summer Breeze.
Mm.
In Belgium, we have Alcatraz Festival and Durbury Rock. I hope I pronounced it correctly. We have in Czech Republic, we have the Metal Fest. We're going to Portugal for the first time. So Switzerland, Austria, we have lots of festivals this summer. And we're really looking forward to it.
So can you do a recap on the upcoming album?
A recap.
Yeah,
Well, we
for
have
listeners.
yeah, well, it's our very first album, which is completely in the English language. And we hope that some people, some non-German speaking people, are listening to it and liking it. and they come for the English songs, but stay for the German songs.
Mm.
And we have lots of nice guests there. We have from Auden Organ and Dominum, the singers.
Yeah.
We have from Windrose, the singer for one tune. And we have Paddy Gurdy for another tune. And we have Chris Harms from Lord of the Lost. So we have an anniversary album with a lot of friends of us. So hopefully you all will enjoy it.
So many thanks for the interview, Hans. Can you tell me your last words for all listeners and your fans?
Well, I hope to see you all on stage somewhere, from stage or on stage at some festival in Europe. And if you see us passing by, just say hello. And I saw your interview here.